Oh.
Mom!
Hey y'all, it's me, Jaida Hall.
And Heidi in Closet.
And this is obviously Hall and Closet.
Today we talk about boom.
Stabby.
Distress calls.
We talk about some new musical inspirations that might inspire some new music within myself.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. So look, let's just stop all of this nonsense and get into
Some nonsense.
Mwah.
Ooh, yeah. I know that's right.
I'm Heidi in Closet.
And I'm Jaida Hall.
And this is a show where we laugh, learn, and light up.
It's Hall and Closet.
I was supposed to say that with you. I'm sorry, girl.
Well, you didn't do that.
I'm
But we're
sorry.
here anyways. It's time for Kiki.
Yes. How have you been?
Girl, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm alive.
Very poignant.
I said I'm alive.
You're above ground. You're 6 feet above ground.
Yeah. You don't have. Let me tell you this. Just because you're
Whoa.
above ground does not mean you're not dead. You know what I'm saying?
You had the audacity to come up here and say something so profound this morning.
Yep.
You come up here with the philosophical.
Yeah, you were on. I swear to God, you were
what is the
almost there,
word?
being philosophical.
Philosophical.
Yeah.
There it is.
Look at you.
There it is.
You must have bought a dictionary recently,
I
or
did.
thesaurus.
It's the thesaurus.
No, I've been good. I was checking my pulse. Scarlett Bobo, I told Scarlett Bobo, I said, she said, how are you? I said, alive. She
Alive.
went like this. She said, just making sure I'm like, okay, thank you.
Word.
But girl, it's literally, we should have Scarlett here one day.
We
She's
should.
fierce.
She lives here now, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She moved from Canada to LA now.
Yeah, I love her.
She's an LA
fierce.
girly now. She be out in the clubs. I saw her the other week out in the club.
When you went to Showgirls.
Yes. She was out and about, had a cocktail in her hand. As
Okay.
she should.
Well, speaking of, okay, this is probably shady.
Say it.
Not really shady.
We'll get into it.
Well, you live here. I don't live here, so haven't seen all of the shows. But what is your favorite show on the WeHo strip area?
On the WeHo strip area.
Yeah.
See, I performed at so many of them. I feel like that's just not fair to say which one's my favorite.
No, mama. Nice try.
Not appropriate.
You're out. Which show are you going out? It's
what day
one day
is
of the
it?
week.
What day is
One day
it?
of the week that you have free. It could be any day of the week that you want to have free. Which day are you going out and which show is it?
If it's Sunday, I'm going to brunch at Abbey, probably.
Okay.
And then we're going to crawl over to Beaches.
I
And
can see
then
you
over
crawling.
to Stash as well, to all the brunch spots.
Okay, so crawling into brunches. Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
So you're a Sunday funny girl.
I do
You like
prefer, if I go out, I would love to go out on a Sunday fun day
Remember
morning.
when you first moved here and we would go to lunch, brunch, everything all the time? We
Dinner.
would be literally going
we'd be
live
out
in the
the
middle of
whole
the
day.
day at 2:00 drunk.
At the club.
Yeah.
Yes, we should do that.
Yeah,
we haven't done
we
that
need to do
in
it
so long.
again.
Jada, let's
Maybe
go
you need to come
out.
out to my show.
You have a show?
A party that I'm co-hosting.
What is it called?
It's called Chocolate City Mama.
Oh, where
It's
can it be found?
fierce. It's at Precinct downtown LA. You know, you be downtown or nah? What's your favorite downtown?
A lot of
spot?
tops are downtown, so I tend to not go down there because I'm a dom top myself.
Heidi, you cannot say you're dom top and you.
Sister,
Would you say you've been
Sister.
pressed in or pressed into others more lately this year?
rephrase that again.
Have you been pressed in
pressed in?
or have
In
you been
what?
pressing in?
I
more this year?
I do the pressing.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Oh, so you doing the bending, huh?
I'm so happy you called it. Yeah.
Oh, so you doing the bending, huh? I understand. What's wrong with any of that?
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with any of it?
He really went in onto the left on that.
Girl,
That was everything to me.
how was you feeling about that? You watched that movie. What were you feeling like? Were you gagging?
I had no words. I was like,
But it's like we knew it was coming because we
Of course.
kind of saw it the
Yes.
entire time.
well, yeah.
But Janet was handling her
She
thing.
was
She was
doing
handling
the
her
damn
business.
thing.
She was acting very well
We
in that
love
movie.
a good actress.
If you could act in any project, Heidi, what sort of project would that be?
Me personally, well,
Yes.
I'm happy that you brought that up because I recently have actually.
Ha!
acted in a little project called Slay, which is
Yes.
on Tubi, which is a free
Mhm.
app that you can go. So there's no excuse not to go watch the movie.
Huh.
So Slay. We go slay some vampires. I'm literally
You
Bussy,
look
the
good
vampire
as fuck
slayer.
in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really do.
Oh my god, I showed you the fighting scene.
I'm being honest this
Thank you.
time
I do
when giving this
appreciate.
compliment.
I do appreciate that sometimes you can give me my
Honest.
kudos.
Noah, this is probably the only time I've been honest about you. You did look nice in that movie.
Thank you.
Not the best one. There was your sisters really.
Well, Crystal
big
got all
one.
the costume changes.
Well, of course.
She got all the her character got all the.
Well,
costume
then what does
changes.
that have to do with the other girls being more beautiful?
Well, Kara's very soft, very beautiful.
Okay.
And Trinity's had that much work done. I mean,
Bitch, bye. Are you literally? This girl is literally get out here, literally just like down, just. Girl, how are you gonna literally serious? She was like, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Girl, please. I'll be talking about shit, girl. Let me tell you this. When was the last time that you feel like there was something that you felt like you had to go off about?
Go off?
Yeah, that you had that was like tried to send you. I don't feel like it was for me, I don't feel like it was the last time. But it was, girl, when I was in London during DragCon at the airport, girl. Disaster.
What happened?
I was waiting for my bag. We were like, oh, everybody was getting their bags. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, my bag is coming up late. I was already kind of worried about the bag because my bag was priority.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that ain't me being bougie,
So
y'all.
bougie.
It's not me being bougie. That's just the way that my thing worked because I was flying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
you
it
got
go.
miles. You got
You know how
you got the status.
diamond clubs and shit. They put you in the clubs if you fly a lot.
We can't help it.
And so then I literally waited 2.5 hours at the baggage for my bags.
Oh, that's rough.
And then it turned out the bags were on the other plane the entire time. I think they were about to fly off with our shit, mama.
Oh no. They just about to take all your stuff.
They were about to fly off with our stuff. And then when they came back and they didn't have no reason. And it turned out that all the bags that everybody was waiting for were all the priority people.
The disrespect.
I was giving Eat the Rich. And I'm like, I'm not even rich, girl. I'm like,
Ooh,
hey.
Jada's rich now.
No, I'm like, hey, girl, flying a lot, people getting the flights is what did that. Girl, do you know how many flights you have to take on Delta Diamond to even...
Yes, I've been done.
Oh, you're a Diamond doll.
I'm a Diamond Medallion.
You're a Diamond Medallion doll. Girl, I something happened wild when my flights were not...
Did I tell you about the time
Go off.
I was flying to Cape Town?
South Africa?
Yeah,
to
when I
shoot
went-
Slay?
To shoot Slay. So I was leaving. We took off. We're about 45 minutes. Because so I flew from LA to New York and then New York to Cape Town.
Okay.
So the flight from LA to New York was fine.
Yeah.
Lovely. So we then are waiting. We're leaving from New York. We take off. We're about 45 minutes into the ocean.
Y'all were going down?
No, we weren't going down. We're
Okay.
just 45 minutes
over the
out,
ocean.
over the ocean because we left
Okay.
from New York, so we're on the coast right there. So we're
thought
about
you meant, like,
45
deep
minutes
down.
away. But the over the speaker comes on. The pilot's like, "Hey, we're going to have to turn around." Apparently, there's like cylinders inside the plane that there has to be two work functioning at a time for the plane to actually like
Keep
sustain
going.
flight, I guess. And apparently, only one of ours was working. So they had to turn us around, and we had to. I ended up having to spend the night in New York, and they had to go the next day.
Oh, I do remember that. I
You
do remember that. I do
That's
remember that.
wild.
I do remember that you called me.
That was crazy. I was
Because I
like,
called you and I was like I was like literally I thought when you called me I was like, shouldn't she be like flying right now?
They said they literally said we don't have the means to make it all the way to Cape Town, so we have to turn back now. Which tells me if we had gone far enough without
you
them
do?
noticing, we would have just been stuck in the ocean.
No, y'all would have been 45 minutes into the ocean for
bitch,
real.
for
bitch.
real. Like, it's crazy.
Y'all would have been saying hey to Free Willy and
Girl,
shit.
nah,
Kicking it with Nemo.
I was like, that's close, honey. That was some Final Destination.
We
shit.
literally were on the plane the last time when I flew like to Birmingham. And
Mhm.
literally the plane was like, they were like, over the speaker, we have a little bit of turbulence. And like, girl, mind you, outside the window, the wing was like,
getting it.
like, I'm like, everybody's sitting here like this. I'm like, a little bit of turbulence? I'm like,
Little?
what are you? I'm like, what?
Oh my God. When you sit on the like the back, you feel the turbulence worse.
Yeah.
My flight to Norway. So we were flying to Norway. Me and baby was coming with me.
You be international, bitch.
You know.
You travel the world.
You too?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I just, I'm very modest about it.
Just modesty.
But you were traveling to Norway.
We were going to Norway, and then
Norwegian cunt.
what happened? We were on the back of the plane because our flight, I think our flights got booked at different times and stuff. So his flight was in the back row, and I had a nicer seat, but I was like, no, it's like 12, 13 hours. I'm going to go sit with him. So I gave him my good seat, went and sat with him. Last row of the plane, when the turbulence would hit, you could definitely feel it. And that was also the day I took an edible on the plane, and it was beating my ass. I was up there.
It was a sativa edible?
It was two. The thing is, because we took one, and then we got on the plane. Yeah. And then about 20 minutes into the flight, I was like, baby, I'm not feeling it. I don't feel it. He's like, let's do another one.
Oh,
and I did another one. And when I tell you those two edibles beat my motherfucking ass.
Oh, my God. You sitting there rattling and shaking and scared, looking around, panicking, girl.
I was going through it that day.
I feel like I do like to make sure I'm medicated before I get on the plane.
Yes.
But I'm like, girl, you can't be overly medicated.
No. Have you ever had a bad experience on a plane?
Imagine being on the plane, overly medicated, girl, with your phone died, no headphones, no cell phone.
Have you ever tried to just raw dog a flight? Sister.
Fuck a plane?
No, like raw dog it. Like sit in the seat and not do nothing. Don't look at your phone. Don't read a book. Don't watch the TV.
Why
don't
the
do
fuck
nothing.
would you do
don't
that?
Don't listen to a podcast. You just sit there. Have you ever tried it?
No, you have definitely not done that.
I tried it.
Why would you? Who told you to do that?
I saw a thing and people the one person was like, I've raw dogged a flight. It's one of the worst things in the world. I was like, I want to try it. And I made it maybe 15 minutes.
They probably did it on accident, Heidi. They probably didn't have a choice. One time
they didn't have a TV in front of them on the plane?
Depends on the airline.
Depends on the plane.
Now you know.
The plane specifically.
Girl, I'm like, I sometimes I'm like, I have a little screen on the TV, but I never really use it because I don't like those little headphones.
But what is your...
And literally the headphones are those little headphones you put in there, they're not noise canceling headphones.
No.
So the entire time that you're trying to watch the movie, you can hear the crying babies, people farting if you buy the toilet area or not.
I'm saying right now,
fierce.
If your child cannot understand you, y'all should not be flying. If you look at the child and you say, please be quiet, and they cannot understand to be quiet at that time,
you think
they should not be on the plane.
Girl, fuck. Look, this is my thing. I am always.
We're in a very secluded space. We're sharing the same air. Don't nobody want to be hearing your baby. No.
Girl, or people that be on their cell phones. Well, you can't be on your cell phone really till you fly. But I know I can't say. Let me not say that because y'all probably didn't call me on the plane and call me definitely on my phone.
I'll be on my phone because sometimes I pay for the Wi-Fi.
Sure, you call. You cannot make.
I'll be on my phone, but I'll pay for the Wi-Fi.
Of course, I get on the phone, girl. Well, look, this is the T. What's your phone service provider?
T-Mobile. So I get a free Wi-Fi when I fly.
Let's talk about it.
T-Mobile.
That's the T-Mobile. Thanks. Now give me my bill for free.
Yeah, please. And also, I cracked my screen on the cruise.
Girl, that had nothing to do with that. That have nothing to do with them. They already giving you free Wi-Fi. Put that down.
Can you help me?
Put that down. Girl, she's sitting here. She's still pulling up her iPhone 7 talking about some.
Bitch.
Pull her iPhone 7 talking about some. T-Mobile. Now, y'all know y'all wrong. They said, come on and trade it in. They said, now we've been begging you for months to trade it in. Now, come on now. Come get this 15.
Luckily, my phone's not broke.
Come and get this 15 for $0 down besides $1,000 when you get in here and we hit you up. Let me see. What did I say?
It's, your creativity is infinite. Someone gave it to me on the cruise, and I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Okay, so just giving out stuff now?
Yeah. You give out stuff all the time. Herpes,
you can always,
syphilis,
you can take
chlamydia.
pills for that.
You just hand out stuff all the time, so I don't know why.
Okay. Well, look, I'm going to hand out something to you right now.
What you going to hand to me?
A break. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah. We're back.
Welcome back. Hey,
let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
So this segment, we talk about anything.
Random facts.
Okay.
Just whatever, random facts and all that.
Let's do it.
Now, Heidi, I have some random facts in front of me. I'm going to read some of these to you, okay? I guess they're rapid fire, so we're going to do them very fast. Did you know your brain is constantly eating itself to stay fresh?
So your brain is carnivorous.
Carnivorous.
Will that qualify as
Meat.
Carnivore?
Would our brain
So does that-
count as meat?
I think yeah.
Were you trying to say cannibal?
No, well, maybe. Yes.
What are you trying to say?
Cannibal. Yes. That's the one.
And what are you?
Cannibal.
No, walk us
Cannibal.
through this.
Cannibal.
Please.
Because cannibal, a cannibal is a human that eats humans, right?
Yeah.
Well, brain is part of the human body. As well as other bodies as well, But
Heidi, if you bit your own finger off, would you be considered a cannibal if you ate yourself?
Self-cannibalization is a thing?
I think you just made that up.
Self-cannibalization.
What would you call that? Okay. Somebody email us that.
Email us that. What you think that would be? Okay, so the next one
And don't
is,
Google it.
Or do.
Maybe we should have somebody
Stay
Google
away
it
from
and give us proper
Wikipedia,
information.
because they can be edited. The smell of freshly cut grass is actually a plant distress call. Gag. It's literally saying help. Sorry, listeners.
Oh my
headphone
God.
listeners.
Like literally know that like the grass is begging for mercy.
It's literally because we're destroying it. We're chopping. Could you imagine something just sharp came across you, just chopped half of you off? That's what we do to grass.
Did you ever watch Ghost Ship?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see that opening scene when they were all dancing and then that wire snapped and went across all those people? That is probably the most horrifying thing I have ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really remember that scene, Heidi?
No,
I don't think you do.
I've never seen it. I was just
I'm
letting
show
you
you right now.
Oh, you want to show it to me? Okay.
I'm going to show you this
Give it
right
to
now.
me. What happens?
Okay, girl, you're going to gag. You're going to gag.
Jaida, turn it off. Jaida, turn it off.
A distress call. Mother.
I don't know if I will ever be the person I was before I saw that.
It's insane.
That just fucked me up
Girl.
so bad. Bitch, now I don't want to be around no wires, no lights. I don't feel safe.
No wire
more.
hangers. She said,
I don't
just
like
did
it.
my last cruise.
That's why I don't do horror shit. And that's why I don't do
Is
horror.
that not crazy?
Oh God, that's scary.
Girl, let me tell you. I remember watching that. I was probably like, I was a kid.
So you were watching that as a child?
Yes.
I can't say anything. I was watching the Players Club as a kid.
I love the Players Club.
I do too. I love the
But
Players
girl,
Club.
watching people get chopped in half
Girl, that's a lot.
is crazy.
But imagine watching Saw as a child.
Did.
That fucked me up.
Did.
I watched it one time, gathered me.
Girl, television is kind of crazy sometimes.
That level of gore.
That's why I'm glad we have. That's why I'm glad we have podcasts as an option, because we have intelligent, beautiful entertainment to bring into the homes of people.
We do.
And that's what we do here. We have another fun fact.
We do.
You can't. Oh my God! You can't hum while holding your nose closed. I was gonna try it, but I'm like, my nose got to work. Okay. Bitch, you sound like you farting.
I couldn't get it.
No, that is horrible. Let me tell you this without going into too much great detail.
What?
I'm so glad that I did not talk to you on the phone before this, because I was recently in a place. I'm not going to say where it was.
Uh-huh.
And there was a person in the back who was whistling. I hope you do know you just bought this mic cover. Bitch, that is... And the mic cover is your gift to keep.
I can't do it.
We were there and this person was whistling.
Yeah.
And they sounded like Snow White.
Oh.
You know that? Like,
yeah.
And I'm like packing up and I'm like, who is whistling, girl? And I'm like, look up. But nobody was whistling. But you could hear the whistling, right?
So
there was a person who told me that they had learned to whistle
mhm.
without closing their mouth.
Without closing their mouth?
Because before they would whistle like this, and then they learned to whistle like through their teeth.
Yes.
Then with their mouth open, and now they said that they whistle with their throat.
Whistling now that's that new right there, bitch. Okay, whistling with that throat. Okay, I'm about it.
Whistling and went.
That's my attempt at it. That's as close as I can get.
That was you were screaming with your throat. A high frequency scream.
I can whistle with my gap, but I can't do that throat thing. I have to whistle through my gap. I can't whistle without it. I can't whistle without my gap.
So you definitely could not whistle with your throat, though. It sounds every time you do that, it sounds like you can just break glass. I thought that was a fascinating thing to know.
That's fun. How did they learn to do that?
They said they just wanted to try to whistle without their lips. And then they said that people say it feels crazy. They said, and I said, what? And they said, and they smiled. I said, oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
They said it feels crazy.
Oh my God. What whistles on you, Jaida?
My whole.
I feel like that's most appropriate. You want to do another one?
Perched, yes.
Okay. Dead people get goosebumps. As the muscles in the body stiffen, the dead body ends up in rigor mortis, which causes hair follicles to become stiff and result in goosebumps.
So that's what our hair follicles are stiff. That's goosebumps.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Bitch. Is that from that Disney bone rattling guy in the movie?
I think so.
Wasn't that movie kind of racist,
Isn't
maybe?
that from Goosebumps?
I definitely don't think that was from Goosebumps.
No.
Goosebumps didn't do little jingles.
Goosebumps was Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers?
I believe that was definitely Jeepers Creepers.
that makes
it's
sense.
Probably wrong.
That makes sense.
Did you just
I just drooled on my leg.
Just bought a leg.
I just drooled on my leg.
But wait, there's more. Not only did you get the mic cover, you also walk away free with your leg.
Sister, I have hyperactive salivatory
glands at the top of your mouth. Oh, I don't even want to reach up there again because you told me about that. I do not want to reach up there again. That is nuts. But I'm like, rigor mortis sounds fierce.
And it is. I know he is.
It sounds fierce.
Rigor mortis. Who's Mortis?
Not Rick and Mortis. Fuck it.
Who the fuck is Mortis?
Rick and Mortis.
Rick and Mortis.
That's a drag name right there.
That is a drag name. Oh, that'd be cute.
Or what if your drag name was Goosebumps? No, that's never mind.
That's too on the nose.
Goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. What's a good spooky drag name that's relating to death?
Now we're getting specific. Okay.
Reap her.
Reap her. Word.
That Grim Reaper.
Uh-huh.
That was weak. That was,
it was. Sister,
what a weak bitch.
Do you want honesty from me, sister?
No, I don't. You want honesty from me. I looked up at the monitor today and I realized we look extremely casual.
Yes. We're just sexy podcaster girls.
Yeah, I feel like, but I like this energy. I feel like we're like two podcaster girls who might also maybe play video games sometimes.
We should play video games sometimes.
Baldur's Gate.
We did start that. We have to finish.
But you didn't play Mortal Kombat with me.
I'll beat your ass.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Who would you pick to pick? Who would you choose to attempt to beat me?
Kung Lao. I'll beat your motherfucking ass.
Bitch, if you pick Kung Lao,
girl,
I'm
gonna
tell you this, girl. I am very good at Mortal Kombat. You don't know nothing about me.
Baby, I'm gonna wear you out.
I'll tell you this.
Sister.
Normally for you, I would probably for me, my girl is Katana.
Let me tell you something. You may have beat me in Drag Race. You may beat me in
the beauty
getting
department.
to 40.
Okay, bitch. Now wait a minute. Now wait.
But bitch, you
But
not
I
gonna
will
beat me no more
sister,
combat, sister.
now. Let me tell you this.
Sister.
I will beat you to 40, but I will obviously and clearly have not beat you to looking like 40.
Oh, bitch, I know you fucking
So,
lying. I know you lying. Sister, I get carded still. Try it.
Girl, well, we all gotta get carded at some point.
Just Judas ass bitch.
Bitch, I don't know. You know what? I think that we do look like we would be two like video gamers, but no, we were talking about who I would beat you in Mortal Kombat. That's what we were talking about.
Yes.
And I would play with Katana because that's my girl.
Okay,
But if I were to beat you and you said you would pick Kung Lao, I would
Who you gonna be?
choose somebody like Kenshi.
Okay.
And it would be over for you, mama.
You think so?
Fiercely over
Okay.
for you.
All right. Well, we might have to.
Okay.
We might have to have a bout.
I'm
'Cause I
standing
have
on it.
Mortal Kombat on my
I stand on
PlayStation.
business, mama.
Do you stand on business? I've seen you handle business.
I handle business. If you can, wait.
We might be here a
Say if
while.
you handle business,
We
you
might be
standing
here
on
a
business. But I just thought like, no, I seen you handling your business, baby. You're definitely not standing on it. And your business is soon to fall. It's giving. Weak ass foundation.
Girl, the room is reading today. Hey.
Girl, the room is very reedy.
I live.
Let's talk about this. Oh, I got a little. I guess
Look
this
at
is
you.
Mike's stand to keep.
Now you buy it.
Mike, I said my mic stand.
Your mic stand. The whole
Oh my God.
just picks up the whole stand.
My God, took the stand. But Margot, I put it back in there.
She put it back in the hole, Margot.
I think I did, Margot.
So you be pressing
Don't
in
you
on,
come in here, Margot. I think I got this.
So you be pressing in people.
I be pressing. But normally when I press in, it's more smooth than this. I don't need any help.
Yes, you do. She needs to. Everyone say, hey, Camille.
Yes, everyone say hey to Camille.
Everyone say, hey, Camille.
Yo, I knew what I was doing. Yo, I just literally, yeah.
Okay. Because I see
This
you
is the thing,
did
because
it.
I knew for a fact that Camille would never get on this camera otherwise.
You had to get her on.
Y'all, and
I think you started
also,
at the back I think you started at the back and slide it on.
oh my God, leave all of this in. This is fierce. I live.
Ta-da.
The number one thing that I
Not me knowing how to do it. Because I play with it all the time.
girl, I am gagging that I just broke that.
You up here breaking shit.
Well now y'all know we have a black EP here.
And now you know.
And now you know. Honey, in case y'all didn't know, bitch. Now, Heidi,
me.
also, I guess maybe we'll talk about this later, but there's a show that I've been watching lately. It's they have two shows.
Okay.
It's from Vice. Remember Trixie and Katya had that show on Vice?
I've heard of them before.
They have a show called Dark Side of the 90s.
Okay, I haven't seen this. What's it about?
It's fierce, girl. They have Dark Side of the 90s. And they recently did one called Dark Side of the 2000s, and they had a new season of Dark Side of the 90s, girl. They take like subjects that's taboo from the 90s, and it's like a very nostalgic vibe, or 2000s, and they like tell you about like let's say like the internet, or like Y2K, or like just certain situations they talk about, like, or like tabloids, how the tabloids were like overly exposing people in the 2000s. Like,
oh yeah, that was wild.
It's a fierce show.
Yeah, that was.
And it's kind of crazy when you watch it because you learn a lot more stuff. Like one of the episodes was like the tabloid TV kind of episodes, and it was like kind of giving the information about like when like Britney Spears and like Paris Hilton would go out, and how like TMZ and like different other news outlets would like follow them around. And then I'm like, I had no idea how long TMZ was around. You know, you just watch.
Oh yeah, TMZ's
it's been around for a while. They like tell you like the origins and how they got
the
famous.
host has
exposing people's business.
A lot of people over the years. All of them have, y'all. My grandma used to love watching TMZ. I'm like, grandma, get off that.
Yeah, I used to read the tabloid magazines that my mama used to get from her job for free.
I see that.
Like Us Weekly.
Okay.
And Entertainment Weekly.
I've never been really big in the tabloid, like that whole thing. I don't care what.
Well, I never really read them to be like nosy, because even when I was younger, I saw that was kind of. I thought it would be like it's kind of intrusive. Mm-hmm. But I did like to watch, like, so for example, like I would read, and I'm like, when I was young, and we definitely didn't watch Sex in the City, but I knew everything that was happening on Sex in the City because I would read the magazines.
Oh, so you was all up in the scope,
Absolutely.
all of it. What's something?
I remember when Charlotte got married. I remember everything from
And
the
ain't
magazine.
watching the episode.
I would always watch. I would read the magazines, particularly for fashion too, because I couldn't afford Vogue. But girl, you could always catch the red carpet shit off of the Us Weeklies, and they were like, who wore it best, or they were like, this week the trend was blue at the Oscars, and they'll show all the girls who wore blue gowns. You're like, oh my god, it's stunning. All the men who wore blue, and it's just like fierce,
living.
fierce, and they were great for you to read while you were taking a shit.
Why is it so?
As a kid,
Jaida,
they would just be in the bathroom.
Jaida Essence Hall.
It was that or Time Magazine.
Sister, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you specifically.
We're gonna take a break.
We'll take a break. Welcome back.
We're back, y'all.
Let's react.
And let's get into some emails. Period.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to do the first email, Heidi? I will give you the pleasure of doing the very first email.
Why? You're so kind to me.
Yeah, because I need you to pick up the weight around here.
Okay, girl. Well, if you do it.
I'm picking up the weight. This big donkey I got in the back.
I thought you were going to say something. Girl, you ain't carrying nothing in the back, girl.
Okay. You see the
definitely not carrying up nothing on the top of your head, honey. No brain. First up. Hi, gals.
Hi.
I thought this bop might give some inspiration for an upcoming musical journey. Love y'all. Glad the show is back. Jonathan, link to song.
Heidi, will you do a special guest appearance on my album?
I will.
Let me tell you this. I never wanted to be a musician.
No, because you're definitely not.
And I never want what?
You're definitely not. So
okay.
Let's not get too crazy.
Okay.
Not get crazy.
Right now. Okay. Jonathan, I feel like Jonathan would say otherwise. And regardless if you're hating on me or not, I will keep repeating positive affirmations.
Please do.
Okay.
That's
Mama,
what I want from you.
Let me tell you this.
Tell me it.
I never wanted to be a musical artist.
Never.
I never wanted to be. I went to go do some things for Hatch.
Yes.
Which is a company that did like this sleep device that is amazing. But that is here. I was going to say neither here nor there. No, it's sickening.
But it's here.
But it's here. And so when I was in that studio, I uploaded some photos of me in that studio and everybody said, we want your music. And I looked at that picture of me in that studio. I said, wow, I look like I belong in the studio. I do.
That's how you,
and so
that's how
now,
you feel?
and so now I'm ready to get into music.
So that's your calling.
It's my calling.
At the age of 42, your calling was
Bitch,
to start music. So your calling
Heidi,
for music came at 42.
Don't be in ages.
Don't be in ages.
Let me tell you this. When I feel like when I get 42,
Pilates.
I'm scared to be 42. And I'm not scared to be 42.
How old are you now, Jaida? 38? 36. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay, so you're like...
So now, literally, thanks for having me say that on this podcast. So now everybody's going to think I'm aunt or some old...
Auntie.
Dried up...
Auntie.
Gay. Now, literally, now I'm ancient gay.
Tia.
Now that you just had me say that, I'm giving ancient gay. But you know what? Also, at the same time, girl, it's giving, the girls be trying to be like, giving like, oh, 36 is old for a gay. But also at the same time, 36 is fresh for a gay. And also, I know a lot of 36-year-olds that got their shit together. How about that?
Are you gonna join them in that?
Eventually.
Okay.
That's why I need this affirmations album.
And that will
we gotta bleep out the word affirmations.
Bleep out every time you say affirmation.
Because I don't want these girls to know what my album is. I don't want them to be guessing.
Every time
they'll have no idea what's coming.
They're not gonna know what's gonna hit them.
Woo, girl! I should have let you take this email.
Yeah, you can have her.
I got this one.
You can have this one for sure.
Shit.
Have fun.
Okay. If y'all know one thing about me and Heidi, we love words. We sure do.
Especially when we have to read them.
Well, I was going to say just as long as we don't have to read them. Girl, fuck. So we have a... Well, let me...
Scroll.
Y'all can't even...
There you go.
Mama?
Gotta get to the end.
It's okay.
Heidi.
Shit.
Want to let us know.
I used to be the student at school. They'd be like, okay, we're going to go paragraph for paragraph. Each student. I'm like, why can't we go line for line?
Baby. Please.
Wow, I already set it up to the comma. Can't we stop now?
I can say enough in one sentence. That's not my fault.
Okay, before we read this, were you a public speaker or public reader? Were you good at public reading?
I was good at
I
publicly
talk shit, but I was
reading and speaking.
I
yes.
liked publicly reading.
I've always been good in the public eye. I just feel like it's never. I think growing up singing with my sister in a duo in the church and then also in the choir kind of gave me like I don't give a fuck what I'm
Okay, so
doing.
now all of a sudden I want a musical career. Now you're bringing up some sort of musical career. Heidi, girl. Okay. After I literally just told me I'm not a musical genius.
And you didn't even realize that I have been a musical genius this whole time.
Okay, well,
I could have put you on.
what's really?
Is it my thing?
Oh, because you
for
could
putting you
because
bitches on?
y'all could sing silver and gold.
Baby, we never sung silver and gold. We sung Wade in the Water.
Okay. Well,
Bitch.
y'all sung deeper spirituals.
Yeah,
Okay, I got
Negro
you.
spirituals.
Oh, deep Negro spirituals. Okay, good.
Well, yeah.
Fierce. And what was y'all band called?
We were called the Angels of Christ.
And you think that you're gonna be better than my affirmations album? We need to bleak that out.
Absolutely.
You,
Absolutely were.
Heidi, I say this is what we do. You get back with your band.
Uh-huh.
I get with my band.
Okay.
The collaboration on my album is off for us at this point.
Why do you want to do this? Why would
Why would you want to be in an
You're-
album you don't believe in?
I never said I didn't believe in this. Where did you get
No,
that
not
from?
the album, just my talent.
Just
okay, perfect.
Specifically you, not your
that's
talent.
true.
Your
But
talent's there. You, though, specifically,
But as long
I
as
question.
well, I wanted to you just almost made me tear up because you do believe in the album. That's great.
Oh.
We have one believer so far.
What?
Let me get this motherfucking email. Okay. This is from Boom 3000. Boom
Word.
3000, you have a way with words. And I'm excited to read all of them. Okay. What character should I read this in?
Let's say
Hello.
she's British. Do your British accent.
No, she's not British.
Do your British accent
Maybe she's-
with it though.
No, for all it, I
Try.
This girl, let me try to do all of this much with a British detective accent.
Tip tip.
I don't even tip pip pip.
Yes. Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
When I was 11 in the 6th grade, back in 2012, I had a habit of saying boom to my teachers and classmates for just about any reason. It became a catchphrase of mine, despite being a well-behaved student. This habit led to a massive misunderstanding. One day after sending boom messages to my teacher. Oh,
Jesus,
my God.
I know where this is going, Jesus. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
How come I
Boom.
leave the accent behind? Well, one of them reported as a bomb threat.
Oh God.
I mean,
Well-
yeah. Well, yes.
Well, yes.
Well, not a threat. Well, yes. As a bomb threat, the school was evacuated. Wow. And searched by bomb squads. And I was detained, fingerprinted, and even made the local news for allegedly threatening the school, facing serious consequences, including possible expulsion and legal action. The situation eventually resolved through arbitration, resulting in me only having to write an apology letters. Have you ever done something worth getting arrested for? Oh, you feel like this was worth getting arrested for? Child, I don't know.
Does stealing the hearts of the world count?
Heidi, I know you didn't try to put that in there. That just, I had to go back and read the line. I read the line, no lie. I read that 4 times back. You know. No, so come up with another one. Yeah. I would say, back in the day, me and my homegirl, we used to go to Joanne Fabrics and we would steal square fabric swatches.
Swatches.
They were like the kind that you buy in a thing, but that was because we were trying to learn how to sew. And so guess what? I didn't get arrested. Probably should have got arrested, but also stealing those fabric swatches taught me how to sew. But y'all, stay out of the store stealing. Don't be stealing or you
Yeah.
go to jail.
That's tea. Don't steal. Don't steal.
And when you're at the Walmart self-checkout, If you swipe once, don't put two things in the bag.
Don't. Unless you do.
We won't tell.
We want to.
But send us the photos of the things. I'm just kidding.
Oh
Don't
my
do that.
God.
Don't do that.
I don't think I've ever.
Talk about stealing the hearts.
I
Girl,
don't think I've
please.
ever done anything that
The hearts of
would
the
be
American
enough
public?
for me to get arrested, but I was almost arrested.
For what?
Because this guy, I think I told you this once before, but this guy and my friend, they had just broken up, and he slashed her tires,
Okay.
and then
You went to go whoop ass.
No. She basically had put like a restraining order on him or whatever. And the following week, she was working the door at the club, and then he was apparently outside in the parking lot or whatever. And then she told me to go stand by the car and to make sure he didn't fuck up with her tires. So I did. I went and sat in the car and waited. And then
Do you think, looking back, Heidi,
Yes.
thinking back, do you think that was a sound decision?
yes.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah. Well, because I knew the person. I knew it wasn't going to hurt me or anything because
Okay.
he wasn't crazy because I
Okay.
beat his ass.
Okay.
But
I don't know.
About 10
if you're
minutes-
just waiting outside somebody's job, hiding in attempts to slash their tires, that's giving a little crazy.
it's giving
I
a little
think it's
crazy.
giving a little unsound.
He was unsound and unhinged as far as going with her. I was like, this is insane. But about 10 minutes after that, the cops pulled up, and then they come walk up to me and they're like, hey, so we hear you're selling drugs out of this car. I was like, this ain't even my car. But
I am selling drugs.
being the good Christian woman that I am, I've never had a run-in with the law. So I was like, well, no. But I can give you a rundown of what's happening. But turns out he was the one who called the cops and told them that I was selling drugs out of her car to try and get me away from the car, basically.
But you trusted him.
No, I didn't trust him. I didn't think he would cut me. But he did call the cops on me.
But what if that didn't work? Then
But
what?
you know what? He's white, and they didn't even reprimand him for wasting their time, which is a offense. So
Seemingly, his privilege is on his side, it seems.
it
these
seems
days.
like privilege was on his side.
Fuck her.
I about said his name. Let me stop.
Say it, honey. You always exposing. I love.
His name, bitch.
Oh my God, girl.
I
You
just
always
stopped
spilling
myself.
tea. Look, thank you, Boom. And also, I'll tell you this. Y'all, don't be making common sense. Because I'm thinking like, girl, if I was in 2012 and somebody made a bomb threat to school with the things that were going on in the world, that are still going on in the world, girl, I would have been fucking panicked and losing my shit.
Oh my God! During last year, during the Christmas tour, there was like bomb threats.
Oh,
and-
yeah, I
and
remember.
stuff, all that stuff. There was this one time, I forget where we were, but we had just smoked, and I sat down in my dressing room by myself, and I was about to start doing my makeup,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, 2 German shepherds just run into my dressing room, and then 3 cops run in behind them. I'm like,
Cute.
what the fuck is happening? And then they were just looking for a bomb. It's fine. They were during the bomb sweep while
They
we
were just looking for a bomb.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Also, before we move on, did you see that video of that person that was shooting in the subway in New York?
No. What is this? When is this?
Crazy. Maybe we'll talk about it on the next episode, girl, but it was nuts.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
It was nuts.
Do you want me
'Cause
to
it
do
was
the
a
next
video, too.
email?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get into the next email, mama.
From Stabby in Stabby Town.
They must be from London.
Wow.
Girl, these people out here in London is
Don't do
wild.
London
Girl,
like
I
that.
watched a video.
Don't do London
Let me tell you
like
this.
that.
My good friend Sandro needs to be coming
I
to
love
the fucking
Sandro.
United States very soon. Y'all know him, Sandro, from the Great British Bake Off.
He be icing all them cakes.
He be icing them cakes. Devin said, ice my cakes. Yo, bitch. But no, he's really, we like fierce. But bitch, when we were in London for DragCon,
Mhm.
why was there this video of this man literally stabbing a car with a machete?
Stabbing a car with a machete.
And a man came outside
Like-
the restaurant and took him down with a stool.
Like
It was
stab.
kind of like stabbing at it, hitting it, and it was like Ben almost whacking him. It was kind of crazy.
What? It
Because
was
people don't have guns out there like that, so they just stab
They
people.
just find any
Knife
weapon.
violence.
Oh, Jesus.
Girl, I'm scared of a knife violent
I
attack.
think what you're saying is it's not the weapons that are the problem. It sounds like the people wielding the weapons are the problem.
I think it's not the weapons that are the problem. It's the people wielding the problems, but it is the weapons and
Wielding
it's
the
fact
problem?
that people have access to weapons, mama. That's the tea.
This is
That's
true.
the tea.
But then again, you can make anything a weapon. You can take a stick and shove it down. Human nature rotted.
Okay, so imagine, imagine you try to use Heidi's makeshift stabbing tool, and then snaps,
Stabby,
and it snaps, and then you get your shit rocked.
Get
because
fucked.
if you stab me with a stick, that's what's
I'm
happening.
gonna beat your motherfucking ass.
Just go, girl. That's be the last stick you ever touch.
You better aim for the jugular.
The next stick you gonna give me is gonna be an IV. Just kidding. No violence.
I didn't even get off the title of the
Stabby.
Stabby. I didn't even get off the title.
Stabby the tabby cat.
Okay, let's try again.
But be safe out here.
From Stabby in Stabby Town.
Mm-hmm.
In a disturbing incident from the Netherlands in February 2021, a guy named Ruben hosted a party during quarantine where he and his friends consumed alcohol, weed, and LSD. The situation turned tragic when Ruben, hallucinating and aggressive, demanded his friends leave, eventually stabbing his best friend Jamie to death during a bad trip. Despite brief moments of awareness, the confrontation ended fatally. Ruben was sentenced to 9 years in prison and ordered to pay $5,000 in compensation. Do you think his punishment was fair?
Wow. Girl, there could be more time on the table.
There could be definitely some more years for sure.
Girl.
What was the compensation for?
Compensation
For the
compensation.
was it for family or something?
I don't think that's
or
$5,000.
for,
I
like,
don't know what you're gonna do with $5,000.
Maybe
for
help for like
family.
funeral.
Well,
things,
if you
that kind of
well, if
compensation, maybe?
if you've ever paid for a funeral, $5,000.
That's not the whole
doing
thing.
Much.
That's
Yeah.
not the whole, that's
And it's in the
maybe the
Netherlands,
casket
too.
and something else.
Y'all, that's sad.
That
That's
is sad.
sad.
That's sad. Poor Jamie.
Why would he stab his best
R.I.P.,
friend?
baby.
Y'all be careful out here. Girl,
It's
didn't I just
wild.
say that? Literally
That's
be
why
careful
when
out
you
here.
go do those kind of things, you gotta make sure you're around good vibes and good energy to make sure you're in a good space.
Mhm.
I'm not condoning go do drugs.
Okay.
But if you are doing them,
Anything you're doing.
moderation.
Anything that you're doing, moderation, be
Is key.
safe. Be around people that you trust. Or
Good
people that or some
energies.
people that are at least like girl. I have a friend that's like oh girl, it's so crazy because she also she was like absolutely stunning, and she would do competitions and like pageants and stuff like that, and her partner stabbed her to death before, girl.
That is
It was
not
very-
where
it
I
was
thought
so
that
bad.
story was
No.
going at
Yeah.
all, bitch. I was about to smile. I was like, ooh, what's it
No,
about to
it's
go?
so
And you was
unfortunate,
like,
and it was like literally that's when the year that that I met Larry, we were dressing
Larry.
at Miss Larry, that we were dressing for the pageant for Miss Continental, and I was dressing her that year.
oh,
Miss Unicarry, yes, mama. Rest in peace, love. I love you. So y'all, please be out here and be safe. Like
please,
literally,
please.
and like we said, everything you do, make sure you just be aware of everything that you're doing, girl. Also, at the same time, girl, you don't need to be consuming everything under the sun, girl. They say alcohol, weed, LSD,
all
and no
you
telling what
need
else was on
is
the table.
water and food and dick. That's all you need.
I thought you were a top.
I am, but that don't mean I don't consume dick. The fuck?
Would you use chopsticks?
Pick it. Come on, fuck up my nails.
You just gagged me. Oh my God, how do you gag me?
Oh my
You gagged me
God,
out.
Aaliyah.
Y'all, okay, what a crazy note to be getting. Well,
Wild.
look, y'all, look, seriously, though. Okay, so we be out here kiki and cutting up, y'all, but for real, though, like literally, real life, be out here, be safe, y'all. When you're doing stuff, make sure you have people around you that you know, that you trust, and sometimes even as people that you trust, girl, you got to make sure you trust in yourself because there's no telling what could happen. You're doing stuff, you're doing anything that can alter like the state of your mind or the mind of other people around you. Just make sure y'all be safe. That's what I will tell you. And if somebody that is around you seems like they're in trouble, girl, regardless of if y'all having a good time or not, you might think that you're being a good friend, that you're like trying to not like break up something that's going on or trying to be feeling like you don't want to feel like you being good auntie or mama or whoever. But if you see some shit that's going wrong with your friends, especially if they're taking drugs or anything like that, bitch, say something, speak up, be a friend, make sure that they're safe. If you see them in a bad situation, girl, I already know how it be going. Sometimes you might be out out at the club, girl, and you might be feeling crazy or having a wild, find people that you know to be around you. Look out for your friends and keep people safe, girl. That's what I would say, because that's a real thing.
And that's your daily affirmations with Jaida Essence Hall.
Period. Bleep that out.
Bleep affirmations out.
Album on the way.
Word.
We love y'all. We just want y'all to be safe. And if I gotta be
Absolutely.
auntie for that, then I'll be auntie.
Be auntie.
I'll be 47-year-old auntie on that.
And you,
Huh.
And with that being said,
With that being said,
thanks for listening to Hall and Closet.
I'm Jaida Essence Hall.
And I'm Heidi in Closet. You can follow us on social media at Jaida E. Hall and Heidi in Closet, and follow the show on Hall and Closet Pod and Mom Podcast at Mom Podcast.
Now, you can also always send us your most fascinating stories and fun facts, your burning questions, or anything that you have on your mind. Send us pictures of your cats, your dogs, whatever you want to do. Send us stuff, girl, and we'll make sure we get it on the pod, okay? We love you so much.
And make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode.
Oh, yeah. And if you're going to send us anything, y'all can send it to hallandcloset@gmail.com.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Professional. See you next week for more Hall and Closet.
To listen to Hall and Closet ad-free and 1 week early, and to experience all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Hall and Closet is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Production supervision, engineering, and editing by Margot Padilla, with theme music by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Celio.